Welcome to 11th Q&A session. I am Pratap here. Today is 13th March 2024. So in this video, I am addressing only one question. Look into the question. So could you also share an analysis on ACC today? I got a stop loss today and my reasoning is when the 5 minutes demand zone was formed in the left of itself, in the let out itself, all the pending orders were already taken. Please share your views. See here, before I address your question, this is not only, I have some problems actually I am facing from your questions. It's not only for you, even other people also previously asked similar kind of questions. See, when you ask this question, which report you actually are referring? Is it stocks near demand and supply zones, or is it high liquidity zones, or is it bullish or bearish trade setup? If it is bullish or bearish trade setup, is it a daily time frame or is it 75 minutes time frame? Or if it is stocks near demand and supply zones, is it 6 months or is it quarterly or monthly or weekly or daily or 75 minutes or 25 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes? Without having any clues, where can I find this zone? To which zone related question you are asking? Already I am feeling short of time. I am not having a proper time to address all your questions, and also I am not finding time to upload all these videos. Still I am accommodating some time for you people. When you, without giving proper information, and if you ask the questions, how can I spend my time properly, effectively? You know what I did to answer your question? First I looked into the 75 stocks near demand and supply zones, high liquidity zones. I looked into that. I didn't find. Then I went to the monthly income trade and weekly income trade report. I looked into the monthly income trade, all the demand zones. I searched for it. I did not find. Then I went into the 75 minutes demand zone. In the first report, I didn't find. The second filtered report again. Then I found this stock, 75 minutes time frame. You know how much I spent the time? Nearly 25 minutes time I spent to search the stock you are requesting for. But if you would have provided me that information, within 1 minute, I would have get into that particular location. Actually, I am supposed to record the other videos at this time. When I am searching for your questions, you have to understand first of all, it's not only you. I am not talking about you. I am talking about everybody, whoever is asking the questions. Whichever the video you are asking, go to that particular video and ask the question. It will save my time. You know what is this video? This is today's high liquidity zone analysis. But you are supposed to ask this question in monthly income trade and daily income trade related area. You are not supposed to ask this question in this video. Your question is nowhere related to this high liquidity zone analysis. And even in monthly income trade and weekly income trade, yesterday's report, when you ask the question, you need to specify time stamp. If, for example, if this question is at 17 minutes 20 seconds, you just type 17:20. YouTube is having some kind of intelligence. If I click that 17:20 timestamp, automatically it will take me into that particular timestamp in that video. In this video, this is a different video. Suppose if you specify timestamp related to some other video here, if I click in this video, it will take me to that particular timestamp. You have to understand whichever the video you are asking the question related to, in that video only you need to comment. You are not supposed to comment in some other videos. Then you are supposed to specify the timestamp. Say 17:25, something like that. If it is 1 hour, it was at 1 hour video at something around 1 hour 25 minutes 30 seconds. Specify 01:25 25:30. That means 1 hour, 25 minutes, 30 seconds. Automatically, if I click on that particular timestamp, YouTube will take me into that location. It will save my time. I took 25 minutes time today to search for where exactly this ACC is there. Finally, I realized ACC, the question you are asking is about 75 minutes. For typing your question, it will take only 3 minutes or 2 minutes time for you. Just to understand your question, I am spending 25 minutes. Do you think it will be really effectiveness? My time should be very effective. If I get more time, I can address more of your questions. If I don't find time, I can't address any of your questions. Please, everybody, please learn how to ask the questions so that I can save my time. That way you have to think and ask the questions. If next time onwards, if anybody is asking questions without proper information, I don't address your questions. Please understand. I am not the responsible if I am not answering. When you are trying to take more and more of my time, I will be helpless. Okay, now let us get into your question. Because I finally, after the search, after spending 25 minutes time, I realized maybe your question is related to 75 minutes. I'm thinking like that. Look here. This is a 75 minute zone ACC. We have a drop-based rally. And first of all, everybody should understand. Are you seriously attending our free training lessons? In the free training lessons, I clearly explained all the concepts. In lesson 16, I explained the concepts when a zone will be violated based on the concept zone confluence. Lesson 16 is zone confluence, if I am not wrong. Please correct me if I am wrong. So in that, one of the lessons, in lesson 16, one of the lessons, one of the videos, lesson 16, one of the videos, I explained when a zone will be violated. Many people, without proper learning, you are directly getting into the trades. Without proper learning, without proper practice, if you directly get into the trades, what happens? You lose the money. There are many times you will be in a position to tell in that particular zone it is going to be successful or it is going to be failed. The best concept I defined is when a zone can be violated. At least 80% scenarios we will be in a position to tell. 20% we cannot. There are other reasons for that. Maybe all of a sudden market dynamics are changed and the trend is going to be changed. We know after trend change only you know the trend is changed. When it is going to be changed, you may not be knowing. Because of all those reasons, maybe institutions may take their pending orders. They may cancel their pending orders. You never know that. But zone looks very beautiful. You will take a trade, but still it will fail. But it is a proper zone. That is 20% scenarios. But 80% scenarios, you are in a position to identify when a zone will be violated. I clearly explained in our training lessons. By seeing many of your questions, it's not only you. This is the reason why I am conducting this special Q&A session 11 is I am facing common problems with many of you people. I want to convey that message. Anyway, I will be answering your question. That is a different thing. But I want to convey my message to all of you people who are attending the training program. Without completing the training program, without completing the lessons in a proper way, you are not learning the concepts in an order. I have observed some people jumping from one lesson to another lesson by skipping some lessons in between. In those lessons, I might have taught some important points. And another major problem I am facing is people who already completed the courses somewhere outside and directly getting into the trades. without completing our training program. Because our training program at minute level, I'm explaining the concepts at minute level. Those minute level concepts will help you get better trades. But you are not upgrading your skills. Without upgrading the skills, you are directly getting into the trades. And without that knowledge, either you are getting losses or you are trying to put some questions. And it is very difficult for me to answer because I already explained as part of your training course. You have to go through training lessons to get the answers. You can't expect me to provide answers without completing my training lessons. See, you would not have asked this question if you already completed lesson 16. You would not have asked me to analyze this chart. Simply before taking trade itself, you will know the reason. What is that I am telling everyone? Do not take trades. Fine tune the zones. Check the price structures in all the lower time frames till 5 minutes. If everything is perfect, then only I am asking you to take the trade. Whether your entry is 5 minutes or entry is your 75 minutes level or entry is at 15 minutes level, that is a different story, depending on your income trade. But before taking the trade, if all the structures in all the time frames are not proper, the price structures, then the zone will be violated. Even if you take 5 minutes entry or 15 minutes entry or this 75 minutes entry, it doesn't matter. Maybe your risk will be reduced, that's it, if you are going to lower time frame entry. But anyway, zone will be violated. Because the reasons we already found, such kind of reason. And after your trade is failed, and if you are asking me, is that the reason or is the reason, if you are asking me, that doesn't make any sense. Before taking trade itself, you should know the reasons, which I already explained in lesson 16. Without completing the course, how can you take the trades? Somewhere outside, you land these courses, and now taking the help of these reports and taking the trades. It's not my mistake. The biggest problem is people who already land somewhere outside, you don't feel like to learn again. If you don't feel like to learn, you will be missing important concepts where others did not explain to you. This is the point people are not realizing. I don't have any issues with the people who are learning the course first time directly here. Because they are going in a proper way, step by step they are going, they are attending this, they are doing paper trade, they are learning the concepts. While learning, any doubts are there in that particular chapter? In that chapter itself, they are asking the questions regarding their doubts. I am providing answers to them. See, this is one example clearly we explained in lesson 16. When a zone is failed, I explained this concept. Now again I am showing you. In all high liquidity zones, everyday discussions, I am showing you these reasons. Even today also we have looked into those reasons. Everyday tested zones already, the fine-tuned tested zones, how they are failed. I'm sure. So far I shown you several examples in HLQ zones. This is also one such kind of example. See, this looks excellent zone. You know how much odd enhancer score it has given? Sometime before I saw this score, something around 14 is there. This zone is having odd enhancer score 14. Even then it is failed today. It is a bullish trade setup for weekly income trade, and it is violated. See how easily it is violated. The reason we know this zone is violated. Why? Go to the 15 minutes, you will get clarity. For 5 minutes, you get complete clarity. If you go to 15 minutes, You have a drop candle, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 base candles and a rally candle, and then another follow-up candle. And follow-up candle again picked up the orders from this zone. But anyway, first you draw the zone. So this is a 15-minute zone. Drop 4 base candles and a rally, and see here it picked up the orders. Okay, but 15 minutes, okay, fine. What about 5 minutes? Because 5 minutes is a fresh zone. We have to take the trade. The fine-tuned zone. The 5-minute zone I am always calling the fine-tuned 5-minute zone. Fine-tuned means inside 75, 15 minutes should be there. Inside 15, 5 minutes should be there. Then only that is called fine-tuned zone. The fine-tuned zone should be, the fine-tuned 5-minute zone should be a fresh zone. But go to the 5 minutes time frame. So here you have a drop candle, you have a base candle, and you have a rally candle. Now draw the zone. So this is the 5-minute zone. If this zone is perfect, assume this zone, 5-minute zone is perfect, fine-tuned zone, then mostly this trade will work, whether you are taking trade at 75 minutes proximal or 15 minutes proximal or 5 minutes proximal, it doesn't make any difference. It is only the risk matters. Because if it is a bullish trade setup, it is a strong setup, mostly it will pick up the orders from the 75. It will not let into up to this 5-minute zone. Sometimes prices go up to this 5 minutes area. Sometimes here itself the prices will come to 75, it will turn back. But the condition is all these zones should be perfect. At least the 5-minute zone should be perfect. The real order flow should be there. It should stop the supply. By the time prices comes into this zone, it should stop the supply. That means it should consume all the supply. And remaining pending orders should push the price up. But what happened here? See the next candle. Prices went more deep inside, almost very close to the digital line. Not exactly at the digital line, but somewhat near to the digital line. More than half of the zone, the prices are entered and consumed all the pending orders, and probably there could be some remaining pending orders pushed the price up. By the time entire supply has been consumed in this zone and no more supply, see the big push and prices moved up. See, we would have taken a second trade if this push is near to the zone. I would have taken a risk. But already prices went deep inside. If it is exactly at the 5 minutes proximal line or little inside the proximal, but not deep. Maybe because such a huge rejection, generally I give importance. Rejections are price action clues. I may take a risk to take second entry inside this zone. But here, look here, the prices went deep inside, almost close to the digital line. Not very close to the digital, but close to the digital line. Prices moved. So the pending orders, majority of the pending orders in this zone is consumed already. And moreover, this zone is a tested zone. Once it is tested, we know this zone will be easily violated, and below there are no more 5-minute zones. And almost it is nearing to the end of this 75-minute zone. Next time when prices are entering into this zone, easily the zone will be violated. It doesn't matter whether it is supporting bullish trade setup or it is having a odd enhancer score 15 out of 15. It doesn't matter. The zone will violate, that's it. You cannot say we have excellent odd enhancer score, why this zone is not working. You cannot ask. This is the reason why it is not working. I already explained in lesson 16 clearly when a zone will be violated. That's why always I am telling you, just not only depend on the odd enhancer score. If you are only depending on odd enhancer score, that's it. It may not work. It may work or may not work. It's a luck based. We don't want luck based trading. We want a perfect trading. Many people are expecting luck based. Just looking into the software reports and you want to take the trade. That's it. Software reports will save your time. It will not give you the trades. It will save your time. That's it. Even high liquidity zones. Are we taking a trade directly in the high liquidity? No. Why we are fine tuning? This is what I observed, how order flows institutions are defining inside the zones. That is what I shared with you, my knowledge. If you are not understanding my knowledge sharing, or not even bother, even if you listen, if you don't bother, obviously what will happen? Lesson 16, I explained this scenario clearly. See what happened today? This is a bullish trade setup, this stock. Trend is in our favor. Price direction is in our favor. Odd enhancer score is in our favor. Moreover, it is a high liquidity zone. This is a high liquidity zone. Even then it is failed. Because we know this is going to be failed. See what happened here. Easily failed in 5 minutes. Let me show you in 1 minute candles also. Within the zone, how. See here, they went more deep inside compared to earlier. Some rejection, small rejection, because some pending orders. Now supply is very strong, but the demand is weak. This is not good enough. A small rejection. Next candle, that's it. Next candle, prices went a little up. And then the what to say? The supply again pushed, and no more pending orders or whatever the remaining, the last set of orders not good enough to hold this supply. Now supply simply violated this zone. After that entire zone is violated. See, after that prices went further down. This is what happened today. This is 1 minute candles. If you look into the 5 minutes candle, not even 5 minutes, this zone is holded. Only 2 or 3 minutes it holded. I think 2 minutes. This zone holded the candles. Third candle, it is violated. 5 minutes, if you look into that, it's easily, completely violated without any holding. Why I am showing you that 1 minute is just to let you know there are some pending orders in this zone. It holded for 2 minutes. That's it, not more than that. Why? Because it is not a fresh zone. This is not a fresh zone. Already order flow has been consumed earlier. And you take the trade, and after that you realize this could be the reason. If you think like that, then what is the use of providing these trainings? I am providing these trainings to make you think before taking the trade, not after taking the trade. Before taking the trade itself, you would have told this reason. What is that you said? The 5 minutes demand zone formed in the let out itself. All the pending orders were already taken. Please share your views. What to share in my views when I already explained this concept? It's a waste of my time and waste of your time. When I already explained concepts, if you are asking my views. If I did not explain a concept, then you tell a reason. And if you are expecting me your views based on that, at least that makes some sense. The concepts I already explained to you. In the training lessons I explained. Not only training lessons. Training lesson we have completed maybe few weeks back. Those lessons. Maybe some 3 weeks or 4 weeks back. But I have been explaining this concept for the last 3 months in daily HLQ zone analysis. We have a special playlist created, terminology of NeoStock. Whatever the concepts our software is providing or whatever the concepts I invented within the supply and demand zones. Those kind of concepts already before getting into the training videos itself, I've been explaining in some special videos, daily high liquidity zone analysis videos. If you would have gone through those videos, you would have seen several examples related to this. Actually asking this question and asking my views is really, it's a waste of my time. But still, why I'm explaining you is, I want to let you people know your mistakes. The kind of mistakes you are making. Not following my training lessons properly and taking your own decisions just like that you are doing trades, losing the money, and finally asking my opinions. I don't want that to happen again in future. That's why I took up this special Q&A session. Actually, I'm supposed to generate the reports at this time for your tomorrow's trades. Still I have given importance to this because you people, not only you, many people doing these mistakes in the recent time. Because recent time, many people joined in our channel. Some of them are new, completely new, and they are studying properly. I'm very happy for that. And some of the people learn the concept somewhere outside. And with that knowledge, you are trying to do something here. That means you are just depending on you join here just to report just because you want to use the software reports. That was your priority. That is the reason why I joined in this channel. I am not denying that is good. That is the purpose of providing these reports for those people who already learned the concepts so that it will be helpful to them. But before that, you should cross-check what you didn't learn properly outside. You have to go through all these training videos. You can quickly go through these videos. You need not repeat second time, third time, because many of the concepts you already learned. But there are some special concepts which you did not learn earlier, somewhere outside. But you have to upgrade their skills. Without upgrading the skills, there is no meaning. See, you already people know I spend huge amount of effort developing this software. And many observations I made during the software development. Some of the drawbacks in this concept, they are not the drawbacks, they are the concepts people ignored. Supply and demand zone trainers, they are not aware of those concepts. Now probably they are aware by watching my videos. But those people who already learned outside, which you people are not aware of certain concepts, is anybody is explaining outside when a zone will be violated? No. But we found strong reasons when a zone will be violated. And based on those reasons only zone is getting violated many times, majority of the times, at least 80% scenarios I'm saying. 20% is still an unknown area. There could be other reasons. All of a sudden institutions cancel the orders. Why? Because there could be other market reasons, not supply demand zone price action. Such kind of things are out of our hands. Those situations, we get stopped out orders. We have to accept. Today is one such kind of day. Today, majority of the demand zones are violated, valid demand zones. Invalid demand zones, already they will violate. We know the reasons. But still valid zones, they are violated because institutions cancelled their orders. Because market dynamic is something is changing. But that will continue or again it will turn, we don't know. The next coming days only we get clarity. Hope you understand the kind of mistakes you guys are doing. I am not addressing the one who asked this question. I am addressing all the people who are making such kind of questions. We have seen, one more example I have seen. BHEL is another reason. Even yesterday I gave a clue also. Even then, a person made the mistake. Why? Because you are not taking the training lessons properly here. That is the problem. You are not attending the training lessons properly, directly getting into the trades. Can't you wait for 4 to 6 months time when you are learning during this course? You have plenty of opportunities. Improper knowledge, getting into the trades, losing your capital, and ultimately going out of the market. Is that what you want? Learn the course in a proper way. No problem in taking the trades the next 4 months time period or 6 months. Especially 6 months is the target I set for the people who are learning from first lesson onwards. But those who learn later, definitely you will save some time. But still I am expecting you people to spend at least 3 to 4 months time for your learning point of view and doing paper trading. In another 2 lessons, we will be completing our second phase of the training. Now you get the chance to take your real trades, but initially with small quantities. That anyway, I will give you the suggestion after the last lesson in this second phase of the training. Don't get into the trades with half knowledge. That is what I am trying to tell you. You can get good experience by doing paper trading. And that experience will make you get good profits and less losses. From the beginning, I want you people to get very less losses and more profits. From the beginning, once you get into that trade, whether you take small quantities or whether you take big quantities, that doesn't matter for me. But you should get minimal losses and maximum profits. Loss percentage should be minimal. Profit percentage should be maximum. This is my expectation from you people, or expectation behind giving this training program. But if you are not following, becoming hurry, why you want to be hurry? We are not going to die tomorrow, right? We have plenty of opportunities in the coming days. When you are getting plenty of opportunities, why do you want to feel hurry? With half knowledge, why do you want to enter into the market? Can't you control your emotions? If you are not controlling your emotions, how do you expect you get success in stock market? Those people who are controlling their emotions only be successful people in the market. Those who are not able to control their emotions and taking trades with emotions, you should be very patient. If you are not good enough to be a patience, then you won't get success. Only your patience will make you be a very good successful in the stock market. Especially supply demand zone trader should have lot of patience. Please remember, mark these words. If you draw a level, until that level price reaches, you have to be patient. But before that, you should have proper knowledge also. The two biggest problems is not having patience, not having proper knowledge. Half knowledge never give you good results. First, spend your time in learning the concepts in a perfect way. Why I am spending so much of time in providing you these trainings? Each and every minute point level I am thinking. I have my own way of experience. With that way I am trying to provide the knowledge to you people. I have more reasons also. Because of the software development. Because we have to observe every minute level, otherwise software development is not possible at all. Such a minute level observations, whatever I did, I'm trying to share that knowledge to you guys. Hope I set the expectations to you. The two things. Point number one from this video, whatever I want to convey to you, let me summarize. The first one is, first, fill the gaps, whatever the knowledge you are not having properly, even though you completed supply demand zone somewhere outside, even though you are learning for the last 4 to 5 years. That is not good enough, that knowledge I am telling you. You have to fill the gaps, whatever the gaps you are having. So again you need to spend some time for filling the gaps for the training point of view. And those who are learning first time, you have to go through all the lessons one by one in the order. You have to do paper trading, and especially people who are learning phase 1 training program, never do paper trading, never do chart analysis until the lesson 9. The only one lesson where you are supposed to analyze the charts is the trend technique based on higher highs and higher lows, or lower highs and lower lows. Only in the chapter you have to do practical. Remaining all supply demand zone price action concepts, only in lesson 9 only, after lesson 9 only, you have to get into the practicals. After lesson 3, lesson 4, if you get into the practicals, you will be facing problems. You are concluding something, wrong points in your mind, and you are trying to ask the questions. That will become more complex for you to understand the latter concepts. Limit your understanding to only the concept you learned. Don't assume something and make conclusions. You started deriving conclusions after completing lesson 9, that is practical lessons. That makes sense at the time, whatever the conclusions you are trying to make in your mind, that really makes sense. You learn a part of the topic based on that small part without knowing what you are going to learn in the next parts, because the next parts will be interrelated, they will be linked together. You don't know that, but you are making conclusions in your mind by analyzing on the charts. So don't do that. Unnecessarily your learning curve will increase. First phase of the training, never get into the charts until lesson 9. In between one lesson, I gave you the permission, that is a trend based on higher highs and higher lows. And lesson 11 onwards, every chapter end, you have to do practicals. You have to analyze the charts. That is the way you have to practice. Lesson 1, you are learning all the basics. Small parts you are learning. And lesson 9, we are trying to join all the small parts. That is the time you have to do your real practicals. Please remember this point. This is the first message I want to convey to all you people. And the second message, the way how you are putting your comments. If you don't give me proper information, just like that, if you say, I have ACC, what kind of time frame it is? You didn't provide the details. Which video that particular zone you identified, you didn't provide that. First of all, you have to write this message in a proper video. This is not the right video to write this particular question. This is not the place for this question. This is some other video related question, but you are asking in a wrong video. So don't repeat that kind of questions. Go to that particular video. There you mention. Even second time if you want to write, in that video only you write. If you feel, I forgot to answer your question. If you feel like that, go to that original video only, again repeat the question, nothing wrong. Whichever video you are seeing, a recent video, there if you are putting your questions, I can't answer those questions without proper information. Hope you all understand. And finally, what is the conclusion? The conclusion is, without proper way of learning my training lessons, if you are trying to do things on your own, you will ask such kind of questions only, which is waste of time for you and also waste of my time also. And even waste of everybody's time. That is also you should understand. If somebody is trying to see your question, their time also will be wasted. So please don't do that. You can ask the question. Suppose if this is the question related to lesson 16 doubt, you can go to the lesson 16 and you can specify, this is what happened, this is the reason I learned in this lesson is so and so. Is this an example to that particular topic or not? That kind of confirmation if you ask, in case if you don't understand any topic I explained to you properly, at the time you can ask the question. If you understand the topic and again if you are asking again, that doesn't make sense. Generally questions you have to ask if you don't understand the topic properly. Hope I conveyed my message to you clearly. You means not this guy, everybody. All those who are learning the courses and all those who learn outside but without upgrading the skills here and directly doing the trades. For all those people, this is the message I am giving. Hope I made it clear to you. Okay, this is the end of this particular topic. Let us all meet again in next video. Thank you.